Hey y'all, I'm Lara Luna, and this is episode 12 of Trailer Park Angel. This week's episode is about a puzzle that needs to be solved. And before we dive into the mystery, let me tell y'all why puzzles matter, especially for folks over 55. First off, puzzles boost your memory. Every time you're keeping track of colors, shapes, or where you saw that missing piece, you're giving your short-term memory a workout. And it's not just memory. Puzzles also build problem-solving power. Every time you figure out where a piece fits, you're flexing those logic muscles and keeping your brain sharp. They also help with attention and focus. You can't rush a puzzle. It makes you slow down, concentrate, and really pay attention to the details. And here's my favorite. Puzzles lower stress. They calm your mind almost like meditation, and you end up feeling more relaxed when you're done. So yeah, every piece you snap in place isn't just part of the picture. It's like a little workout for your brain, your memory, and your mood. Now, speaking of puzzles, let's unfold the mystery. It was a regular Tuesday morning. I met Miss Dottie at 7 a.m. to go for a walk around the park. As we were finishing our first lap, we noticed the smell of bacon in the air and familiar voices coming from Mr. Earl's house, so we made our way down there. The neighbors were huddled up, tighter than a tick on a hound dog, and that's when we knew things were about to get messier than a bingo night after a six-pack. Sure enough, there was Mr. Earl, pacing back and forth, red in the face, pointing at an empty patch of grass. "She's gone," he hollered. "My mermaid's gone." Now, if you don't know, Mr. Earl's pride and joy is a big old naked mermaid statue that's been sitting in his yard since 1983. Sun-faded, weather-beaten, and just had a makeover. He swears she's been hiding his moon pies since before his wife caught him lying about his sugar. Mr. Earl kept saying, "She's heavy as a Buick. Who in their right mind could even lift her?" Meanwhile, our neighbors whispered in little circles, accusing various people of this crime. And then the gossip started and spread. By 3 p.m., the park was hopping, with prison sentences being handed out like Mardi Gras beads. That's when I knew this wasn't just another Tuesday. This was the beginning of the case of the missing naked mermaid. Later that morning, we all went to the clubhouse for coffee and donuts because, let's be honest, no one skips coffee and donuts, even in the middle of a mermaid crisis. But the tension was thick. Folks were stirring their coffee so hard, it sounded like a catfish trying to escape a bucket. And here's what stood out. Some people were missing. Miss Judy and Mr. John, the new folks, better known as the polyester people, weren't there. And Bill, the banana flasher, was missing too. Nobody came right out and said it, but Miss Mo leaned over her jelly donut and muttered, "Well, I've got my suspicions." And the rest of us just nodded. Me too. Nobody wanted to throw names around at breakfast, but you could feel it. The suspicion was already simmering, hotter than a plate of fried okra. By 4 o'clock that afternoon, we all came back for Puzzle Club. Normally, Puzzle Club is calm. Card tables, a 1,000-piece lighthouse puzzle, quiet chatter, but not today. Mr. Vito showed up with his cousins from New York, all in tracksuits and adorned with gold chain necklaces, like they'd flown in for an interrogation. Miss Mo from Boston stormed in ready to cross-examine everybody. And of course, I brought Miss Dottie because once a Marine, always a Marine. Then in walked Mr. Cluck from Ohio. He's a retired veterinarian, and he brought his old bloodhound waddling in beside him. He said, if we're gonna find this mermaid, we need the dog. So here's what happened. We gave the bloodhound the mermaid's scent, hooked him up to Mr. Cluck's golf cart, and off we went like the slowest crime unit you've ever seen. Me, Miss Dottie, Mr. Cluck, and Miss Mo rode in the golf cart. Mr. Vito and his cousins walked behind, muttering about suspects. And up front, the Army Ranger showed up out of nowhere, marching beside the bloodhound, and I swear, the dog and the ranger understood each other perfectly. Grunts, barks, snorts, like they were speaking the same secret language. The bloodhound dragged us all over the park, sniffed at the shuffleboard court, stopped at the snack bar, even paused outside Bill the banana flasher's place long enough for everyone to give each other side eyes. But by the time we rolled back to the clubhouse, the mermaid was still missing, and the lighthouse puzzle was still unfinished. By the end of Puzzle Club, we weren't just piecing together puzzles anymore. We were piecing together a plan to find Mr. Earl's mermaid. And just as we're packing up, Mr. Vito's Apple Watch dings. He looks down and says, 7:11 p.m. Now y'all know me. I catch those angel numbers. And 7-Eleven isn't just a convenience store. It's a real message. 7-Eleven means spiritual awakening, intuition, and paying attention to the signs around you. Basically, the universe was saying, you're on the right track, and the clues are already here if you just open your eyes. But that wasn't the only number. Later that night, I saw 12:12, 12:11, and even 12:22, and each of those has its own meaning. 12:12 is harmony and alignment, like all the puzzle pieces and all of us finally coming together. 12:11 is about trusting your intuition and stepping into leadership, even if things aren't clear. 12:22 is strong encouragement, reminding you that teamwork and partnership are what carry you through. So, the angels were basically saying, trust your gut, watch for the signs, and lean on each other. The mystery isn't solved yet. It's just beginning. And with that, we left Puzzle Club knowing two things. The mermaid was still missing, and the angels were riding shotgun on this investigation. As part 1 comes to a close, don't forget, my new book, Trailer Park Angel, is out now on Amazon. The link is in the description. And I'll be back Friday with episode 13, when our investigation begins again to find that naked mermaid and to finish the puzzle of 1,000,000 pieces. Until then, don't lose any puzzle pieces and keep your mermaids tied to your mobile home with hurricane straps. Hey, thanks for listening, and thanks for your time. And thank you all who purchased my book. I hope it comes in handy when you need to know the meaning of your angel numbers. See y'all again real soon. Bye.